Hi there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm John Humphrey.
We are doing a top reward tier video request from our good friend, screenwriter Jason Nolan, who I'm hoping will come on the channel sometime soon. This is from the channel Blimey Cow.
Ooh.
They have 539,000 followers. Good for them. And this video is titled Avengers Endgame was the first MCU film he saw.
No way. What's it about?
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out.
Thanks to Audible for sponsoring this video. Go to audible.com/cow or text the word cow to 500-500 to get a free audiobook today.
It's an incredibly audible ad.
Dude, I'm just worried that no one's going to believe this. No one's going to believe me. They're going to think I'm making this up. Like, I mean, this is real. Like, I don't know how I don't know. I don't know.
This is my brother Jordan. He's never seen a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. Not one.
Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I don't really know who is in this movie. I know there's like Captain America, Spider-Man. Is it like...
I mean, you're not wrong, so.
Is the Hulk in this?
Yeah, the Hulk is
Okay,
in this.
alright. I thought that was DC.
Oh, man.
Hey, he doesn't know anything. He literally hasn't even seen Infinity War, so he doesn't know
What did they say?
happened. So I had an idea. What would happen if I took him to see Endgame with absolutely no context, no knowledge of the 21 movies that preceded it? Would he be able to follow the story at all? Would any of it make any sense?
Oh,
I'm going to run through the list of Marvel Cinematic Universe movies real quick, and you tell me if you know anything about any of these movies.
How many are there? Like, how long has this has been going for 11 years?
Yes, it's 2008. Iron Man.
Do I know anything about have I seen it?
The original Iron Man.
Well, I said, honestly, maybe I've seen a third of it and I fell asleep. That's the only one I don't remember. No, definitely not. I don't. I think he holds a hammer.
Yes.
That's pretty much all I know about
There
it.
you go. Captain America, the First Avenger.
Was that one or two movies?
That's one movie.
No. I thought that's what this whole... They, like, literally titled one just The Avengers.
Yeah,
But that's what all of these were. So they, like...
How does he not know any of this?
I guess that's what I thought this was.
Fascinating.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it was
He's
like...
not in a movie.
They had the individual, and then they started making the Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw that. No, I didn't see that. I actually heard about that one, but I've never seen it now. No. I've never heard of that. How many more are there? How many have they made?
Ant-Man.
No, I haven't seen that. No, I have heard of that one, though.
Doctor Strange.
Is that a joke? No, seriously.
This is great. This is great.
I feel like you're joking. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's
No,
actually
that's-
one. No, I haven't seen it.
That's really one of them.
When did that come out? No. Is that... Have I seen that one? Is that the new one? Like, with that actor that I actually thought was funny?
Are you thinking of Andrew Garfield, or are you
I
thinking...
don't know. I don't even know what
It's
these guys
the...
are.
I think you've seen the one that had the guy from The Social Network.
Yeah.
Not that one.
They made another one? They redid it again? For a third time?
Yeah, but
That's
this time it's
embarrassing.
now in the MCU. This one exists in the MCU.
That's kind of weird. No. I was excited to see that one, and there was so much hype around it. I was like, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm making some kind of political statement if I watch it one way or the other. That's this one.
That was part one.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that. When are we getting to part two? Like, are these in order?
Yes.
So they
This is
did
the
part
order
one,
they
they made
released.
like 3 other movies, and then they're doing a part two. That makes sense.
Avengers Endgame is the one we're going to go see
Oh,
next.
okay.
Okay, so now you know all the movies that came before. You know from our previous videos, though, that we've talked about the main bad guy. Do you remember what his name is? Remember me talking about the main bad guy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what he's called, but I remember what you talked about.
Thanos.
Thanos!
Yes.
Thanos.
And do you remember what Thanos did? Remember me telling you what
He
did?
turned somebody to dust. I remember that.
Yes, but how many people?
I have no clue. Was it like one of the good guys? Or
It was several, yes.
several good guys. I expect that it should be one of the most confusing experiences of my life. But I think that it'll actually probably be good if this many people are seeing it, right? You would expect.
You go see it?
Sure. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
Who's in the background?
No
While we wait for Jordan to watch Endgame, I just wanted to say that I'm so grateful my brother finally listened to me and agreed to watch an MCU movie. You know, listening makes us smarter, more connected people, and there's no better way to start listening than Audible. Audible
That's a great sponsorship.
Stories open up to new experiences
Really well
and
done.
ways
Yeah.
They have bestsellers, business, self-improvement, memoirs, and more. And you can listen to
Audible
Audible anywhere
subscription.
on any device. It syncs up so you can always pick up right where you left off. Audible members now get more than ever before. You get to choose 3 titles each month. 1 audiobook plus 2 Audible originals that you can't hear anywhere else. They also have some great Marvel audiobooks to listen to, including Infinity Wars, Destiny Arrives, Thanos Titan Consumed, Black Widow Forever Read, and a whole lot more. They offer free and easy audiobook exchanges, credits you can roll over for
Audible
a
is
year,
pretty
and a
amazing.
library you can keep even if you cancel. You can start listening with a 30-day Audible trial, and your first audiobook plus 2 Audible originals are free. So go to audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500. Again, that's a free audiobook and a couple of Audible originals when you go to audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500. Wow, did I talk about that for 3 hours? Well, let's see what my brother thought about this movie.
So what'd you think about the movie?
I really liked it a lot, but I think it was Thor. They didn't really say his name much, I don't think. But that was like, he was really funny. That made me laugh a lot. I didn't obviously understand most of the characters' like backstories and stuff that they were like talking about certain things, like especially at the end of the movie when like all of these characters came out of this like portal, and it was like, who are these people? And they started talking to each other, and it was like they were obviously talking about stuff they had talked about in the past. And at that point, I just checked out. I didn't know what one character was.
Did you recognize any of them?
No. Okay, I think my biggest question in this whole thing, I guess I don't technically know who the Avengers are. Because there were obviously before like 6 people, like the blue lady and the blue alien. I don't know who that was. Like only older guys, like only guys who look like they should retire soon. You know? I'm assuming those were the Avengers, but then they could do diddly squat, and then all of a sudden like the Black Panther and all of his horde of people, and then like all these other people coming out of the woodworks, are they the Avengers too? Like, why didn't they just help them the entire time, and then none of that craziness?
They were the ones that had been turned to dust. That was the whole movie was about saving those people that all the people that showed up at the end. They were reappearing.
I just thought it was because I didn't even know who turned to dust before. I was like, maybe it was like a couple of key people. But then when the beginning of the movie started, which was like that scene of that dad and the girl doing the bow and arrow, I thought that was like a preview for another movie.
Oh.
And I was like, I wonder what movie this is. It looks interesting. And I was like, oh, they turned to dust. And then I remembered the video we made, and I was like, oh, okay, so I guess everybody has gone. And then they said it was like 50% of the people.
Yeah. Did you recognize Spider-Man?
Yeah, because he was Spider-Man. I mean, he was in a different costume. He cried over Iron Man.
Do you want to talk about that? What did you think about the death?
Well, I remember the death. The Iron Man was the only character I really remember growing up. I don't remember, was that like the first one that they made? Okay, well then that makes sense. So when he died, I just thought, oh, well, I guess that would mean something to people. Not really me.
The woman behind us was inconsolable.
Dude, she was devastated. She couldn't do it. I almost cried watching Peter Parker cry, because I actually like that guy. I like that character. Not even from like because I haven't seen the new one, just from like the one with Tobey Maguire. That's why I almost cried. It reminded me of my past with Tobey.
The other deaths in the movie. Do you remember any other deaths?
The other death was Thanos when he died the first time. I was like, how dumb is that? I haven't even watched these, but like they just walk in and then this girl like puts him in a chokehold and then Thor chops his head off. It was like, how easy is that? So I was like, why don't they just do that from the start? And none of this would have been a problem. I didn't know if that was Wonder Woman. Who was that? But I thought Wonder Woman had black hair, right?
Which one?
The girl who like flew in, and at the end of the movie, she comes like to the rescue, and it's like basically the second coming of Jesus.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's who was on the poster when we left.
Yeah.
I looked and I saw that, and I was like, that's not Superwoman.
No.
Okay.
All these DC characters.
Do you remember any other big deaths? There were a few other.
It just meant so little to me. I don't remember who was the other person?
So when they were on that cliff, remember the
Oh
two
yeah,
characters?
I had no clue. But then when she jumped off the cliff, yeah, I didn't know her name. That was what was confusing. You know, it's like they just assumed you knew all these people's names.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who was that.
Yeah, Black Widow. Did you understand why she had to die? Did you understand?
It was a soul for a soul.
Soul for
You had
soul.
to die so that, you know. Yeah, I thought that all of a sudden they realized that, who was that one guy? The one guy who was really emotionally distressed like half of that movie. Who was trying to get her off the...
Okay.
I thought we realized all at once that he was a bad guy right then, because I was like, he's trying, because I didn't know what was happening, so I was like, he's trying to throw her off this thing, because he wanted, but I realized he was trying to stop her.
Yeah,
so
they
he
were
could
both
kill
trying to
himself.
stop the other one from jumping.
Yeah, I started to realize that once he was trying to save her. I was like, what the heck is this guy? I was just dropping her, right? And then I was like, oh, he's trying to save her. So that confused me. But I was just too tired, man. I almost fell asleep like twice.
Yeah, I noticed you kind of kept moving
Yeah.
halfway through. It started to feel long.
It was very long. No, I'll tell you, when I started to realize that I was really dying to get out of there, it was when Captain America was going back in time to return, for some reason, all alone, all by himself, all of those stupid stones that he needed to get back into history for some reason. I thought they were gonna like go back in time and show him putting all of them back. Like, please God, no. Please. He was old, and I was like, okay, good. We're done. So why? Okay, so I was just so confused. They made it look so easy. They walk in, chop his head off, and then it was like, wow, this guy is such a wimp. You know?
I think
This is a big deal.
I think the idea was that now they had Captain Marvel on their side, who they previously.
What's the big deal about her? Like, what did she like?
I don't know.
The other thing I just couldn't believe it was when that tree guy
Mm-hmm.
that like all the kids have like the stuffed animals on.
Yes.
When he came walking through the portal, I was like, I didn't know that he was a part of these movies. I thought that was a cartoon on Cartoon Network or something.
No,
That was pretty confusing.
that's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I liked the little raccoon guy, and man, I nailed exactly what his character was gonna be like.
I know exactly how they're gonna animate him. He's gonna be slightly snarky, kind of knows everything, and just kind of a know-it-all and kind of rude.
As soon as he talked, I turned to Josh and was like, how in the world did I know that? Well, it was interesting to see what Black Panther looked like when he came through, because I had never seen him before. I thought his costume was cool, but he didn't really say anything. He just screamed a couple times, and then the horde came and took over.
Which superhero did you relate to the most?
The Hulk. I like that guy so much. I don't know, there's something about him. There's something about that guy that was so funny. I like him or Thor. That is the scene when he was like taking the picture with the kids. I loved how long that scene went. Like, because I was thinking, in editing, I was thinking, how many people must they have shown that to be like, is this too long? Like, what if people don't think this is funny and this just scene keeps going? But like, everybody in the theater was laughing really hard, so that was good. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for those two guys, I really would not have liked this movie. I was looking for anything to grasp onto, and those were like, when Thor showed up, I was like, okay, this is getting kind of funny.
I think probably they make Thor and the Hulk that way for people like you who just walk into the movie and you're like, I like that Hulk
I know,
character.
I realized that I was that person in this. And I'm always like, wait, give me a break. Like, these guys aren't even that funny. And then I realized, wait, I am that guy who's like laughing at
You're like the one that the PR people, like when they do the test screenings, they're the ones they're worried the most about people like you.
Right?
You would like Thor Ragnarok, because that movie is about Thor and the Hulk.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you
That
should
would
at
be
least
fun.
see Thor Ragnarok.
That'd be funny.
What did you think about the way Captain America's story ended?
Oh, right, because he was old. But I know that people really like that character a lot, so I thought maybe that would mean something to other people, but I don't know.
But not to you.
Not really. Maybe if that was Peter Parker, you know, then I would.
He gets older and he's like current Tobey Maguire. And then the guy walks up and he's like, who am I? He looks like, sure you want to know?
And that starts that series. Oh no, I was confused. He got a hammer and everybody acted in the theater like, oh, what? A hammer? Like, what's the big deal?
Can you try to explain how time travel worked in this movie?
I wouldn't even know if it was wrong or right, because I've never time traveled before. How would I know? I didn't know who Loki was, and I didn't know where he was going. And he never came back, so I was like, whatever. It doesn't matter to me that much. It was a great movie. I actually really liked it. It was funny, but I'm probably not going to watch another one ever again, other than the Hulk and the Thor little flick. These aren't my kind of movies. That's why I've never seen them. Everyone is like, wow, I thought I was sheltered, and then I saw this guy, and he hasn't watched one of these movies. I just don't care. It's not like my parents are like telling me not to watch them. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care about them. So I was happy. You know, it made me happy when I watched this movie, and it was like actually, you know, good. It was decent in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I would have, and this is like probably gonna be one of the highest grossing movies of all time. It would have made me very sad if I walked away from this was like, this was terrible, and this is going to, like, everybody loves this. It would have made me lose a little hope. Like, there would be some disconnect between me and everybody else. Why don't I think that this is good? But I actually thought that it was really good.
Okay, so you're at least you feel somewhat connected. So.
Yeah, I feel connected to humanity still after this movie.
Where do you think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe goes from here, Jordan?
I thought it was over. I don't know if it was just bad story writing or something, but I didn't know if Iron Man, when they were like, hey, you need to come and like help us make this time machine, blah blah blah, it's like, hey, I have a family now, and I didn't get affected by the dust or whatever. And then all of a sudden he goes back in time and he was like talking about how laughable it was to make a time machine. And he goes in and like talks to Siri for like 2 seconds, and all of a sudden it's like, I figured it out. How to make, and he didn't even do anything.
Yeah, I don't think that made any more sense than how you just explained it.
That was dumb. I thought that was dumb.
That was great.
Yeah, that was a lovely little chronicle.
We've never seen this guy's videos before, Blimey Cow, but I really like this. Obviously, this is not his main content. That just wouldn't make sense. It's just like,
always this one
let me
video.
just introduce my brother to stuff all the time. That's my channel. I'm curious to know what the rest of his content will be like. Yeah. But I really like his editing style. Like, it's not too hyper fancy, at least in this video right here. It's not, you know, too stylish. With
very much like a docu-vlog.
Yeah, but it's really well done, really well timed as well. It's got really great quality. He's great. He got great quality to it. And I thought his brother was hilarious.
Doctor Strange.
Is that a joke?
I've thought about that. Would anyone actually watch this movie if they haven't seen most of the Marvel movies? And what kind of took me for a surprise is how I feel like you would have at least heard some stuff. How he was like is how I am with sports, where people know things. They're like, you don't know about them? I'm like, I know nothing about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
That bubble.
Yeah, none of that information ever enters my brain. So it's pretty fascinating to see how something's in such big pop culture, which is everywhere on the internet. I'm like, it must not reach his algorithm. As I've met people who haven't watched this movie because they're like, I haven't seen them all, and I just feel like I'd be confused. So I can't imagine his experience, but him recounting the experience was so damn funny, just from that perspective of not knowing, you know, like,
just
who any of
like,
these characters are.
Well, and I love that he took moments to be like, I figured, you know, people who know would probably care about this thing with Iron Man or this thing with Captain America. Yeah. I didn't care. And it's funny because I think it was really telling the way they touched on that point about how, like, yeah, perhaps in an effort to reach out to people like you and also to keep people who don't have as much experience entertained, they, you know, did punch up Thor's comedy factor, and they did, you know, make Hulk a very appealing character and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's why they did it, but it's a fascinating thought. It's kind of reminds me of like Anton Yelchin meets Jesse Eisenberg.
He's my friend Charlie.
He's kind of like a little combination of all that right there. Yeah. It's one of those things where he's making fun of stuff. We've seen it from just doing this channel, that if we're being introduced to some kind of fandom and if we happen to crack a joke or two, it's like, oh, that doesn't fly over well in comment boxes, you know?
Not always, no.
Like, oh, I've never seen BTS before, and here I am making jokes, and I wonder who I'm upsetting right now. It's cool to see this really outside observant perspective on the matter, and wondering like how will this film communicate to people like that. I'd be fascinated to see a film series of this guy where he keeps watching them backwards, like he moves on
funny.
to Captain Marvel next, you know.
See how it all works in reverse, and see if the same things that frustrated people the one way frustrate him in reverse, and if he loves the same highs and lows.
Yeah, or even seeing like his reaction to things about, you know, Spider-Man. I saw that one, right? He saw the Andrew Garfield one.
Yeah.
The third time, like learning this information so late in the game, or being witness to people who are, this person behind us was bawling their eyes.
They're devastated during this. Which, hey, I mean, that happened during our screenings too.
Another thing about his editing as well, I love the way he inserted the Audible sponsorship too. You know, like how much fun he's had with it. We do sponsorships from time to time, and I've been looking for ways to like get inspired to do some more funny ways of inserting it, and I really love the way he handled it here. That was great,
definitely.
man. I want to see more of his channel. What's like his description here? Let's go to his about. New video every Monday.
Great, so it's a video channel.
I mean, his most popular video, 10 things you should never say to a guy, 10 things you should never say to a girl. Messy Mondays. Interesting. So he's got sort of like a vlog topic channel.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to
Slices
describe
of
it.
life.
Social instincts.
Yeah, man.
How not to creep out girls. This
Ooh,
is my
confusing
kind of
boys,
channel right here.
Confusing girls?
I would watch this channel for sure.
Ooh, 10 ways to get the right guy to like you. Or how do you get the wrong guy?
I thought it might be like fandom related content. And I'm like, a lot of it just seems about like social things. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they only dip into fandom perhaps for, once in a while. When it's like something everyone will be talking
It seems
about.
like him and his brother do it. And I could actually kind of see that just from watching this video, because there's sort of this energy that's being communicated of just being honest and being authentic.
Yeah, well, and that was for me enhanced by the fact that you have like a group of people off screen who are all shouting out random details and kind of trying to guide along this chat, this like beforehand sort of determining of how much he's aware of going in.
It was funny experiencing that of like, we know these things and how he's interpreting them, made for some hilarious content. That was great.
Yeah,
that was great.
A lot of fun. And it was
subscribing
cool,
to these guys right now.
Yeah,
that was great.
Great, answer to the question that we're all wondering. It was really cool.
What I think the brother did a really good job at doing was making fun of how he viewed some people reacting, but not making fun of the people. He's actually a really good communicator, you think about it, because he could have easily, like the whole thing with the Thor hammer. Yeah. When he caught it, everyone was like, whoa, what the hell? They had no idea why people were freaking out.
Yeah.
He made that really funny without insulting the people who really were dazzled by that moment, you know?
Yeah, well, and that's probably a smart thing, because if he was too mean-spirited, people might come and burn him on a stake or something like that.
Did you order original recipe or extra crispy?
People take their comic books very seriously.
Probably cut my curly hair like him too.
Dude, you should exactly model your life after
I think
this
I want to
man.
be him.
I think you should. Forget everything you know about the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
My hair and your body.
Yeah, dude, let's just combine in a very disproportionate way.
Combine some elements of us. It would be this guy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Jason, for requesting this, man. Mm-hmm. Jason, when are you going to come out here? I thought you were out here last month. Apparently, you're not out here till like closer to the end of May. You got to come on this channel. Seriously, you guys will love Jason Dolan.
You're going to love him.
He's great at kissing ass all day long.
Mm-hmm. He's got, and dropping names.
If you want to work with any producers who watch this channel, if you're looking for a screenwriter who will brown nose you the entire time, it's the Dolan. Jason will always yes and you, no matter what you guys ask for. He's what you would call a future major sellout.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's the kind of guy
no authenticity
we want on this channel.
Yeah, man.
Ain't that right, Jason?
Oh, invite him to your next mixer.
Thanks for being one of our top award tier pledges, buddy. And also thanks for the camera that we're shooting on.
And someday we'll get that shirt to you.
You just keep on sucking dick.
Keep on S-ing that D.
All right. Well, guys, make sure to subscribe to this channel, Blimey Cow. You can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Give this video a like if you like to. And we'll catch you guys later.